Hello from my deathbed.
Hello from my deathbed.
Are you press record?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hello, members.
As you were reading this.
If you're
No,
reading,
don't joke about it.
no, I won't joke about dying. Okay, well, hello. This definitely needs an explanation. Okay, basically, if you don't know, I think you do because I talk about it a little bit, but if you don't know, I broke my back, literally, not an exaggeration, about 6, 7 years ago. And over the years, I've had flare ups. I've definitely had flare ups. They've generally gone away. Before we traveled, when it would flare up, it was really bad. As I'm talking like hospital, can't walk, just in bed for 3 months, literally no joke. Since we've traveled, it usually flares up, I rest, and it kind of gets better. And then I can just take some really strong painkillers like codeine or Norgesic, which is like a muscle relaxant. I take a mixture of cocktails of things and it kind of gets better. It definitely gets aggravated by things like flights or sitting or buses or whatever. But over the last, what would you say, like 2 weeks? 2 weeks, my back's been getting worse.
Since we've been in Morocco.
Since we've been in Morocco. So about 3 weeks. It's been progressively getting worse and worse. And it's gotten to the point where I'm literally struggling to get out of bed. I've gone for a couple of walks here. We're in Essaouira, by the way, in Morocco. I've gone for...
Little town.
Yeah, it's a really nice little town. But every day I'm getting up, my back is worse. My back pain is worse. I'm struggling to move. We went for a walk this morning. I was just in pain the whole time. We were sitting down to drink a coffee and sitting down was hurting me. And we got home and since then the pain just hasn't gone away. Like sometimes it goes away if I sit down like this for a bit. It's just not going away. Like at this point, Michael's just brought me a mango. Is that how you... Is that what about all the like... You've still got skin on it.
That's how you do mango.
Yeah, but like you meant to take the skin off the seed so I can just eat the seed.
Oh, you want to eat the seed part. So you're okay with the two splits where you can just push it through and
Yeah,
eat it?
yeah, but this has to have all the skin
I'll
off
cut it off for you.
and all this bit.
Yeah, that's fine.
Anyway, so Michael's made me a mango. Anyway, basically, thank you so much as well for letting me have some time off. I know that I haven't done a members update in like 3 weeks, which unfortunately I needed. I needed such a mental health break from content because so many things have happened and I feel like I'm just complaining all the time, but like I'm just trying to be honest with the behind the scenes processes of things like, whoa, what was that?
Can I interject?
You can, but I have a microphone so they can't hear you unless you come here.
Can I interject?
Whoa, whoa.
I think Josie complains a lot.
Hey,
No. And often I'm like,
hold on, maybe I'll take back microphone privilege.
often I'm like, okay, we need to like be a bit more realistic, and we're like the two sides of the coin, right? That's what we're very much like. I think Josie's complaining considerably less than she'd probably be entitled to.
I want to complain so bad.
Considering the bullshit we've kind of dealt with this editor for the last couple of weeks.
I want to complain terribly.
So when she says like things have been tough and we've been taking time off and we've needed it, like, you know, you guys know me, I'm normally the one saying whatever, we'll deal with it, but she's been fudged around pretty hectically by someone to the point of where like parts of it feel like extortion and taking money and stealing, and like it does get quite bad. It's a pretty shitty scenario. So yeah,
I touched on it in my second channel video.
I just wanted to qualify that it's not like sometimes Josie complains and I'm like, oh my god, just freaking just update them about your day. You don't have to freaking whinge about everything. But in this one, it's like she's being very obviously because you don't want to
being conservative
because it's personal as well with this person. You don't want to like make it more than it has to be, but it's been a really shitty time to end the year. Sorry for my language, and we have absolutely needed the break. So thank you as well from me because it's been really nice. We've got so much like positive things coming now as a result of having some time off, which is good.
Well, hopefully.
Except for Josie's back.
So, yeah, I needed some time. So thank you so much. Again, I know that I got like a couple of members on Patreon and you haven't joined in my Discord yet. So I'm just going to tell you at the start kind of to join my Discord group because I'm going to start obviously posting there again now that I've had some time off. But that's where you get like the videos early and all that stuff. I don't generally put that across on Patreon. Everyone who's a member of my channel, whether it's on Patreon, on Buy Me a Coffee, on YouTube or whatever, you all get the same like perks, and I give them to you in the Discord group for members. So join the Discord and tell Michael that you're a member of my channel or the Patreon or my anything, and we'll put you as a member so you see the members only chat. I digress. My back is killing me. But it's been a hard time. It's been a very hard time. I will just quickly recap on the editor scenario. I had someone who said he would help me for 6 months. I knew of him previously. He has worked with some larger channels, not in the like travel niche that I do, but in more, I don't know, I guess van life or home renter. I don't know. Anyway, he said he would help me for 6 months, and it got to now, like a week or so ago, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, and he said that he can't help me anymore, and it's been about 3 months. So I've been put on the back foot, which is, like I said in the second channel, it's a personal reason, not taking it to heart. It's valid. I can't do anything about it. It's fine. But that's obviously put me on a back foot where I thought I would have to start trialing or finding an editor now that can, work for 3 months while like my videos are being taken care of for the time that I would be looking for an editor. Now I've been literally just like dropped in, like, you need to find an editor right now because you won't get your next video out unless you have an editor, right? And I have sponsor obligations, Michael just said, in case you can't hear him. So yeah, it's been very stressful. Sorry, my back is killing me so much. So that's been stressful, and there's a lot of things in addition to that went on, and I just, so I'm currently in the process of trying to find someone new, and it looks like that's going to be even more of a cost outlay than previously. And I know I've been talking to you guys about how much expenses the channel's been costing me with these new videos types. It might even be more. So it looks like it's going to be a very, I'm going to say, challenging year, if not first 6 months. I'm just literally talking to someone now about, potentially being the editor. You what?
It's a super exciting person to be talking to.
You think it's exciting?
Yeah, I think it's probably the ideal person.
I don't know if they can hear you, but he's saying it might be the ideal person for me.
Based on their history, it's like the perfect scenario.
Yeah, based on who they've worked for on the YouTube space. If it does work out and I can somehow find the money to pay for them, it would be amazing. Like the things that would do for my channel, hopefully, fingers crossed, they get it. Like if I told you who they worked for, you'd be like, holy moly. Like I don't really want to, just in case he doesn't want, I don't know.
I know it sounds like a broken record. Hello, friends. Because it kind of is.
Because this is what we're dealing with all the time, though, right? We keep having
this failure to launch, I suppose, where we have these grand ideas.
That's a good movie.
We have these grand ideas that are really good, and you guys can see them. Like the way the Afghanistan video is put together in comparison to every other Afghanistan video is like literally night and day difference. Like it's a story. It has purpose to it and meaning to it, and it's so much more enjoyable to watch. And the result on the back end, not necessarily the views, but on the back end, like 100% what we wanted to achieve in terms of back end has happened. We've done it. But we then have to keep it going. And it's like any business. You have like successes and setbacks until you finally break through and things work for you. Sometimes you break through on your first try. Sometimes you break through on your 50th try. And we're kind of on our probably fourth or fifth try to make this happen over the last 12 months. And we're at the point now where the person that we're talking to now is probably the person that will break through because they have a company. It's not just one person. So you have that consistency of editing. You know the product's coming. You're not managing an individual person's life you have one singular employee, or you hire a freelancer, and then if they have something go wrong in their life, that's it. There's no anything.
And I think I'm taking like a big business risk. Like I'm what are you saying? Like operating at a loss in order to put the business forward, I guess. But I'm still learning about this as I go.
Which every business does, but I feel like people in YouTube only talk about the successes that they have, and they don't talk about the failures until they've already had success. It's like, oh, I had to go through this, and this to get to where I am now. But I feel like people don't talk about what they're going through at the time. Because don't get me wrong, like what we have now is 1,000 times more successful than what we had 2 years ago. and a thousand
than
times
1,000.
1,000 times more successful than what 99% of people doing travel YouTube have. We're not sitting here being like, woe is me, everything's wrong. Like, money is being made and views are happening and engagement's happening, but we know, like, what we have is probably what 99% of YouTubers would realistically want and think they can achieve. Right?
Travel YouTubers.
Travel
I don't think
YouTubers.
all YouTubers, but
what
money's being made, but money's being spent.
But what we want is the 1%.
Yeah.
And we're trying to be brave enough and bold enough and creative enough to get to that 1%, because the reward is huge from a money point of view, but it's also huge from, like, we've both traveled a lot, we're both getting older. I'm just seeking deeper things in my life than just like walking around and stuff. So
Yeah.
I think we're making this change for ourselves and because we know what it can bring back for us. And more money we make, the more we can invest into things that we love. Like, we're both passionate about street dogs. We're both passionate about communities. We're both passionate
And I
about...
haven't been able to give them much.
We're both
yet.
passionate about giving. We're both passionate about helping others massively. We run a free group for travel creators where we just help people for free.
There's like over 100 travel channels in there. Like literally, I know that you guys watch other YouTube travel
probably in
places, and I can tell you there's like a 99% chance that they're in this group and we help them.
And the like changes that they've made have come from being in that group and us helping them. We just love that sort of stuff. And the more we can make and the more impact we can have, the more we can do that without needing to charge for it or anything like that. We can just help, which is awesome. So I guess like it feels like we're kind of like keeping on complaining, and it's because this is a reality. Like, we're trying to build a business.
And I'm doing this every day.
We take 2 steps forward and 1 step back pretty much weekly. And then sometimes we take 3 steps back and we have to reconfigure everything.
But I like that. Like, you guys know when something goes right for me, and you also know when something goes wrong. It's just like, I'm in the phase of building a business where things just usually go wrong.
We're in that pressure point. Yeah.
My back is killing me. Anyway, that's pretty much what I was going to say. Thank you so much for letting me take like a mental health, because it has been like really weighing on me, and especially like, I don't know. I just feel like also the type of content is harder in every single way. So it does, there's a lot of pressure. I don't know about you, but like, I've always been someone who's trying to be the best at what I'm doing. When I had my job, I was a manager because I wanted to be the best, and I wanted to have the most sales, and I did. Like, I've always tried to do the best that I can. And like, when I don't get there, like, I'm quite harsh on myself. If I'm not, oh, my mango.
Yeah, I'm cutting up the skin.
Okay. Anyway, it's just been very like mentally hard, and especially because I'm stuck. Like, I have a literal video that was meant to come out today, and because of the editor situation, I'm still trying to get that resolved. And then I have a video that's supposed to be coming out in February, because as you guys know, I put out the second channel where I was saying I have to scale back frequency on the first channel in order to make them amazing for the first 6 months. And then after the 6 months, hopefully I've got an editor on board. Hopefully there's processes in place, and then we can like shoot for the moon. We can do like 2 awesome videos a month, which would be so good. Which we have also done the numbers. Like, that's also a roughly the same amount as any other massive travel channel does when you average it out, roughly.
We didn't notice this.
I don't think they can hear you.
Paraphrase.
So many channels that we didn't really notice this.
They are
That
100%.
They are 100% like
they
just announce a 1 or 2 month break.
And they can hear me now. And that 1 or 2 month break, when you add the videos together, it works out to be like the same amount of videos we would put out.
Yeah, so I know that 1 a month scared some of you guys. I got a couple of comments, but it's necessary. I have to take a step back in order to take a few steps forward.
Yeah, they're still getting
and you're still getting I'm trying, okay, don't hold me to this, but I'm trying to post at least a TikTok a day on my other TikTok. And obviously the second channel will start again soon, up and running as per normal. So there's going to be more content. It's just, it's just spread out a bit more these days. I'm going to try and post more on Instagram, which obviously is better. But I digress. My back is killing me. We're supposed to go to the soccer. There's a soccer game on literally next door, and I can't get off this couch. So
our apartment complex.
Our apartment complex looks over a soccer stadium, and Michael really wants to go. I think you should just go, to be honest with you.
I'm not that interested.
Anyway, so I'm not going because I can't move. I'm going to eat this. I'm eating this literally just to take a codeine. But I just want to say thank you guys, because, this is what I've been doing. For the 3 weeks, we've been in Morocco. We've moved between 2 houses. We've moved from Marrakesh to Aswara. We took a bus. I filmed it for my TikTok. And now we're here, and we're here to work and to find an editor and to set up these things. But now my back's gone. Or going. It's not gone yet because
The beds are real hard in Morocco.
the beds in Morocco are horrible. But that's where we're at. This is the update.
Things are more positive.
Things are more positive than they sound, but in saying that, like, how can not having an editor be positive when you have to put out videos?
Well, I think like what we have an opportunity to make happen for us.
Yeah.
Is like so cool.
We
and
have-
we're so close.
Yeah, we're so close. It just feels like we're like this. We're so close,
Yeah.
but so far. Like we're drowning in the top of the ocean to get up. Is like right there, but we can't get there. We're like, oh my god, that hurts my back.
The decision we're making right now is literally like, do we pay someone more than we can afford to...
I don't know if they can hear you.
The decision we're making is, do we pay someone more than we can afford in order to have that stability to allow us to build this? Probably what's going to have to happen, which is every business, right? You take a loss to build to the next phase. And the people we're in contact with and where we're at and the stories that we have to tell and the way that we're going to tell them and the way that we're going to like brand them, everything's super exciting. Like we are so close. We just have to get this one major puzzle piece, which is how we're going to move.
And I can't edit the videos by myself anymore, just so
Yeah,
you know.
because
These videos that we're doing, like my limit is the first 2 years of my
Otherwise
channel.
they'll come out once every 6 months. That's how long it would take.
No, I couldn't even do it then. I can't do all this stuff. And I just, all of the positive feedback from the last couple of videos, they have to be done by a professional. You have to know when to outsource when you start a business too. So
We've gotten better at storytelling, and we do tell the story.
Yeah, it's all
It's
us.
not like an editor's like telling the story for us. We are writing the story, as in
The voiceovers.
We're putting everything together in the way it should be put together, but they're the ones like smart enough to make the right cuts and what to keep and what not to keep to like fulfill that story. That's where we struggle because we leave too much in, or we don't put enough in
all right, so yeah, moving on. This is the
so
update.
close. We're so
We're
close.
almost finding an editor. Hopefully, we can match up on a cost with this one guy. If not, we're back at square zero. Square zero at number 0. Back at square one. Should it be 1 if it's nowhere? Shouldn't it be square?
Square one is the first.
Square 1. Okay, yeah, we're back at
This
square
is
1.
the classic argument of whether the ground floor is 0 or 1.
The ground floor is 0. So wouldn't square 1 be 0? Square 0 because it's the start. Anyway, I'll leave that to you in the comments to tell me. And please join the Discord if you haven't and let us know you're a member so we can give you member privileges. Also, the next video, the bonus video that was meant to go up today for January, it's not like a start of this whole like great video vision. It's not. It's a bonus video. I don't normally post in January at all. So that's not coming today, obviously, because of the whole situation. It'll probably, hopefully come next weekend. And then after that, hopefully, will be sort of the videos we've been craving and like sort of aiming to make if we can get this done. All right.
Because I was going to say to them,
Well, you got to hurry because it's been a
this is
long
the
time.
members.
It is the members.
We can tell them what country we're trying to go to film next, right?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
We're in Morocco right now, and south of Morocco is a country called Mauritania, which is the least visited country in the world for tourists, by the way. No, we're not going to do the coal train because it's like, why? There are so many cool friggin' stories to tell in Mauritania, and that's where we're aiming to go next. We absolutely cannot wait. It's going to be so good.
Anyway, that's the update. Thank you so much
What a
for
week
listening.
it's gonna be.
Yeah, and I'll see you in the next one, which is hopefully next weekend, depending on where we are and when I have internet next. Can you turn it off because I can't get up?
Yeah, sure, I didn't think about that.
Can you turn?
They can just watch you struggle for the next hour.
Okay, bye guys.